This conference will now be recorded.
Excellent. Good timing. Thank you all. Good evening, everybody. My name is Chris Pia. Today it is March 29th, 2021. It is 5:30 p.m. and I'm going to be calling to order the special council meeting for today. The first item on the agenda is an ordinance, and I will entertain a motion to approve.
Mr. Chairman, this is Laura Dancho. I motion that items 2.1 and 2.2 be combined for purposes of discussion.
Okay, so motion to combine the items then. We need a second to that.
Mr. Chair, Dave Harden, I would love to second that.
Councilor Harden, thank you, sir. So discussion on this, and discussion is just about combining the items. Any discussion? No? Okay.
Have a discussion.
We'll call for a vote then on that. Motion, we'll do just a voice vote on that, calling it. All those in favor, this is just to combine the items for discussion purposes. We'll call in favor. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Aye.
Chair votes aye. Any opposed? No opposed? Okay, motion passes 10-0. Ms. Dancho then.
Mr. Chairman, I move items 2.1, an ordinance adopting the annual operating budget for the town of Stratford for the fiscal year commencing July 1st, 2021 and ending June 30th, 2022, and appropriating the sum of $240,474,612 in accordance therewith. And item 2.2, an ordinance levying a tax rate as follows: that it be resolved that the first reading of these ordinance be and is hereby dispensed with, as copies thereof have been previously furnished to each member of the town council, and that the same be adopted as a first reading and referred to the ordinance committee for a public hearing.
Okay, so motion by Ms. Dancho. Do I have a second to the motion?
Mr. Chair, Dave Harden, I'd like to second it.
Motion by Councilor Harden. Thank you, sir. For discussion. So again, motion is to send this to ordinance as we do every year per the charter. This is purely procedural tonight. I always like to make that statement for anybody calling in from the public. We will then be doing our due diligence in ordinance and through the budget workshops, and through which I know the Chief Administrative Officer sent out the schedule this morning for budget workshops to the councilors. So we'll go through it there. So discussion will be on sending it to ordinance. And is there any discussion on that? No. Okay. We'll call for a vote then.
Chris, Greg Can.
Oh, hold on, Greg. I call for a vote on it, Greg.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure why you were late in hearing me.
So, hold on. I mentioned the vote already. I'm gonna go forward with the vote, Greg, and we can discuss all the
Chris,
budget stuff.
You got to give us a chance to chime in. You know, we mute ourselves out of respect
Greg,
for other counselors. You have to give us a chance to chime in. We mute
Greg,
ourselves.
You have discussion on sending it to ordinance?
On sending it to ordinance.
Okay, go ahead.
I approve. I approve of sending it to ordinance. Thank you.
No problem. So, any other discussion? No?
No.
So, we'll move forward with the vote. All those in favor of sending it to ordinance, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Chair votes aye. Any opposed?
Mr. Chairman, you should call the vote separately on each one of them, on 2-1 and then 2-2 by voice vote,
Thank you
please.
for so so per the town attorneys, this will be to send item 2.1 to ordinance. I'll call for a vote again. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye. Aye. Aye.
Chair votes aye. Any opposed? No opposed. Motion passes 10-0. And then I'll call for a vote, as we previously said, on to send item 2.2 ordinance. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Chair votes aye. Any opposed? No opposed. Motion passes 10-0. Thank you all. Next item on the agenda under resolutions is item 3.1. I'll entertain a motion for that.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Councilor Poisson. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to approve item 3.1, be it resolved that parcel number 18235 be sold to Jose Santana, the owner of the adjoining property at 65 Wood Avenue for the price of $8,100.
Thank you, Councilor Poisson. I'll entertain a second for that.
Bill O'Brien seconds.
Councilor O'Brien, thank you. And discussion. And for this, I'd just like to turn it to Town Attorney Bruce Jackson just for a brief overview.
So if you recall, you voted to abandon the Van Buskirk paper road that ran behind a bunch of properties. This property would be landlocked when we abandoned that. It's a 0.11 acre lot that's basically came into the town many, many years ago. There's a direct property at 65 Wood Avenue is basically a direct connection to it. And we went to him and asked if he'd like to buy it. Our fair market value on the assessor's card is 8,500. He said, would you take 81? I'm going to recommend you sell it to him. It'll double his lot, make his day, and it's not going to add any real benefit to 91 Wood when that comes up for sale.
Thank you, Attorney Jackson. Any questions for Attorney Jackson on this item? Nope. Also pretty straightforward. I will call it for a vote then. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Chair votes aye. Any opposed? No opposed. Motion passes 10-0. Excellent. Thank you for that.
Motion to adjourn.
Item, Councilor Poisson on the motion. Do I have a second to adjourn?
Laura
Second.
Dancho.
Ms. Dancho, thank you for second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Awesome. Thank you all. Everyone have a wonderful evening. See you our next workshop.